What's up, everyone? This is KTD Sports. I'm Bill White. With me, as always, Joe White. No Devin, no Jimmy. They are truant on Christmas shopping, so they are out at the Kingston Collection, trying to buy Pokemon cards for everyone in their family at Newberry Comics. But either way, yeah, as you can see, we're still on Zoom because I'm still sick with the vid. Getting better though. Got my taste back today, so that's good. Got a steak and cheese from Stracco's earlier. That was good.
Hey, shout out Stracco's. Best steak and cheese in Plymouth.
By far, hands down.
By far. It's not even close.
Not even close. They're the best. But yeah, so it is week 16 NFL season. Fantasy playoffs are in full effect. But it's tough because there's a lot of people like me who have coronavirus and are on the shelf. So picking games is tough, because who knows what happens between now and when the games start anyways,
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The whole season has gone into complete turmoil, like so fast. I mean, I lost fantasy football I lost 2 leagues just because of COVID. Just because of COVID.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm still alive in one league. I'm alive out of 3.
Not bad.
No,
Not bad.
I made the playoffs in all of them anyway.
If you had a first round bye this year, the first round bye this year was the most valuable first round bye.
It really was.
It's crazy. People they would have scored like 70 points because all their star players are gone. You know what I mean? Lamar Jackson, this, that, everybody all out. So lucky.
Yeah, the league that I'm alive in, I didn't get a first round bye. I won last week.
Yeah.
But the guy who I'm playing this week's been talking shit all year long. He thinks he's so great.
Good.
Chris Godwin was on his team for the year on the bye week.
Get well soon.
So F you, guy.
Yeah.
So and he's got Tyler Lockett. Is Tyler Lockett out this week?
I think Tyler Lockett was just taken off the COVID list. I think he's good to go.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope he doesn't play good.
If I'm not mistaken. I have everything pulled up, ready to go.
Yeah. Well, let's wait for that. We'll wait till we get around to that game.
Yeah.
But we can start with the old Christmas Day games, right? Isn't it 2? Or at least 1, right? 2, right?
Usually 2.
I didn't write them down, but I know that one of them. We'll start with this one. We'll start with the Browns at the Packers. Packers are 7.5-point favorites. Browns just played Monday.
Yeah.
I don't know who's playing quarterback for the Browns. I don't think they do.
Isn't it Baker?
Is Baker?
I think it's.
Has been cleared?
Yeah. I this is the fucking problem. Like, he might be tomorrow. He might be. I'm just assuming he will be cleared to play.
All right, yeah. Let's go with this assuming it's Baker Mayfield. Packers are 7.5-point favorites. I'll go first. I'm still going to take the Packers. And that's because of Aaron Rodgers rolling right now.
Big time.
He's the favorite for the MVP. And, the Packers are looking like maybe the team to beat in the NFC,
We kind of knew that, though. Like, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, that's when you kind of had an understanding. It's like the Packers are legit. Their defense is legit. They're very what's it called? Opportunistic.
Yep.
They always somehow turn the ball over at the right time. They get the turnover. I'm gonna take the Packers. Aaron Jones is looking legit. I think Valdez-Scantling might be out. He's questionable, but still, you got Adam Lazard. You know what I mean?
Adam Lazard dropped so many balls.
He's gonna have to catch him this week, though. Well, who else do they got? Somehow they're still gonna make it work with Adam Lazard.
They have Devontae Adams.
Yeah, but then who else after that? Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams.
Scantling's been playing better last week.
Scantling.
Before they sucked, but
yeah, he's good. If you have him for fantasy, he's been surprisingly good the entire year.
Yeah, do you know who else has been playing good as their tight ends?
Mercedes Lewis? Who do they have?
They have Mercedes Lewis, and I forget who else they have.
Wasn't it Robert Tonyan?
Yeah, but I don't think he's hurt now, isn't he?
He's hurt, yes.
But, yeah, so either way, I'm going to go Packers there. The Browns just don't have enough to keep up with the Packers.
No. If the Packers go up early, the game's over. That's where it all comes down to. Because the Browns' defense is still legit. But if the Packers get up early, the Browns' offense is not a comeback and win offense.
Did Myles Garrett get hurt last week?
I don't even know, with all the shit going on with headlines and COVID. I have no idea. No idea.
I think Myles Garrett's hurt.
If he's hurt, that's even more reason to pick the Packers.
Yeah, definitely. And Clowney had Corona, so who knows if he's going to be back for.
And the thing is, with people that get COVID, some people are testing positive and they have no symptoms. Some people are testing positive and they do have symptoms. And we forget, how that's going to affect them the next week when they do clear protocols. They still have problem breathing. Like, that gets overlooked.
Yep, feeling like shit and stuff. That's how I felt. Today's my first day. I felt like okay.
Hey, you sound better.
Been 2 weeks for me.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Second time around, I got it twice.
Back-to-back COVID champ.
Yeah, beat it every time. Beat it every time. It's because it's not that bad. Next, we have the Colts at the Cardinals. Cardinals are favored by 1 point, which is kind of crazy to me. It must be because they're at home, because I think the Colts are going to trounce them. I think the Cardinals are trending down. Colts are trending up. As long as Jonathan Taylor can stay healthy and the offensive line can stay healthy, and as long as Michael Pittman doesn't get thrown out of the game again, I think the Colts are the team here. You know, I
would be shocked if the Arizona Cardinals won. I'd be shocked. So give me the Colts, obviously. After what you said, they're trending down. It's when you lose to the Lions, and you don't just lose, but you lose bad to the Lions, your trajectory is so far down. Like, it's crazy.
Is Hopkins still
out? DeAndre Hopkins? Yeah, he's out. He's out until the playoffs.
Oh, okay, yeah. You can't have AJ Green as your number one receiver. Rondale Moore hasn't taken that step.
Nope.
James Conner has been their whole offense.
Yep, they're fucked. They are. Yeah. Well, they got Zach Ertz.
Okay, Zach Ertz has played good since they traded for him.
Yeah, he's like their number one wide receiver right now.
I believe it.
And that's bad.
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely. But Ertz is a good tight end though. If he's your tight end, you're in good shape. But you can't be your best receiver.
It goes Zach Ertz, and then there's nobody else. Nobody else. James Conner, yeah. If you're tight end and your running backs are your number 1 and 2 option, and DeAndre Hopkins losing him he's obviously one of the best wide receivers in the league, but there's no one to fill that void even close on that team.
No. AJ Green turns the wrong way every time he goes to the end zone. He turns the wrong way.
Who has faith in AJ Green? Not me. Some people do. Remember Big Boy? I think Big Boy had a lot of faith in AJ Green on this show. It was somebody on this show. Yeah. They were like, oh yeah, AJ's gonna have a big year. He's gonna have 2 catches and 16 yards average.
Yeah, he's had a couple alright games, but that was when it didn't matter.
Yeah, but that's only because DeAndre Hopkins is on the other side. When he's gone,
you're in trouble.
Anyways.
So Colts, we both got the Colts there. Moving on, this may be the game of the week here. We got the Bills on the road in Foxborough, Massachusetts, right off 495 to play the New England Patriots. Patriots are favored by 2.5 points, just shy of a field goal. Naturally on the show, I just take the Patriots every time anyway. I don't think I ever have not taken the Patriots, so I'm going to keep that going. I'm going to go Patriots.
It's tough because I'm a Patriots fan, but I'm a little nervous about this game. Obviously,
I'm not.
Because it's not. I'm gonna tell you why you should be nervous about this game, because last game they won. They won by running the ball every time. We owe a big joke, right? But that's not gonna happen this time.
The Bills don't know what to expect out of the Patriots passing. They didn't see it.
Yeah. Are you confident after watching what the Colts in the Patriots game was last week? Are you confident?
I am, because of the second half of that game.
Yes, the second half was good. The second half was very good. Whatever Belichick said at halftime resonated, because when they came into the game, they were terrible. I was so mad.
So Mac Jones facing adversity, he definitely played good in the second half. There's no debating that.
100%.
So, and I think Mac Jones has what it takes to not fall back into that trap, even though he's a rookie quarterback and everything like that. But it seems like he progresses and learns every week. So I don't see him. I see him actually having a good passing game.
As long as the receivers are healthy, you got COVID. You got COVID with Kendrick Bourne, possibly. You got, I think, Nelson.
Bourne's going to play.
Bourne's going to play? Because something else popped up today about Nelson Aguilar. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you. What do you say?
Concussion for Aguilar.
Oh, it was concussion. Okay. So if they have all their pieces, and I have some faith. You know what I mean?
If Aguilar plays, it doesn't even matter.
It does because there's no one else.
Yeah,
He's better than the rest. He's better than the rest because after that, there's nobody. You got Jonnu Smith. You know, it's basically Hunter Henry and Kendrick Bourne, and then Jacoby Myers has a lot of timely drops.
Jacoby Myers used to play better than he did last game for sure.
But through the whole year, he's had a lot of very untimely drops, a lot of like third down conversions. Well, last year he was like solid on that, and he's just been like dropping it or just then for some reason he's not. I thought Jacoby Myers would have been like the solid possession receiver. You know what I mean? He's not.
Yeah. But what I think could happen in this game is the Bills, say the Patriots come on score in their first drive. Say they score a touchdown on the first drive, right?
Yeah.
The Bills are just going to completely lose control. They're going to start throwing out anything. Do you know what I mean? They're going to start throwing bombs to Diggs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the Bills and the coach especially are just not disciplined enough to keep their composure when the time matters. You know what I mean?
We saw that after what happened with the Patriots. Yeah. And then after the game, and then going down to Tampa Bay, what happened to them in Tampa Bay was bad loss. And then, and Josh Allen still he's got a little banged up. They did beat the Panthers, but everybody beats the Panthers. Everybody beats Cam Newton. So that doesn't count. So I don't know if I made my pick yet, but give me the Patriots.
Okay.
It's going to be a great game.
Yeah.
I'm so happy they didn't flex it.
I know, me too. What time is it on? 1?
1 o'clock.
That's
1 o'clock.
Thank God.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Next, we got the Buccaneers, 10-point favorites against those before mentioned Carolina Panthers and Cam Newton.
Scam.
He robbed the Panthers for money.
Yeah. He didn't rob the Panthers for anything. They knew what they were getting. A bag of laundry.
Yeah.
It's what he is.
Yeah. The Panthers need to make a major move. They need to get one of the big, like if Aaron Rodgers leaves or if Deshaun Watson's able to play, or
Russell Wilson,
or the big one I was saying in the text messages last week was why am I drawing a blank now? The backup for the Ravens there was quite good.
Oh yeah, Huntley.
Yeah, he's good. He's legit.
He's legit, but one thing that's gonna hold it that you don't really know for sure yet about Huntley, not to get into it too much, is that there's not a lot of tape on Huntley. There's not a lot of tape yet. So it's like it's hard to say like, oh, he's got it until you see like after like let's say he plays the same team for a second time, or you get about 4 or 5 weeks of him on tape, and the whole NFL will be able to like he is good though. He's good. I would just be terrified. It would be a Panther thing to do. Let's get Huntley. And then turns out Huntley sucks. You know what I mean?
That's true. That would happen to the Panthers.
It's such a Panther thing. I feel so bad. I root for the Panthers.
Yeah, the Panthers have never had a quarterback. You say you want about Jake Delhomme.
Jake Delhomme. That's it.
But, I mean, Cam Newton won the MVP, I guess, in 15. But, I mean, still,
I don't count that.
I don't either. Because he didn't die on the fumble in the Super Bowl. What cost the team the Super Bowl?
What do you think? When you first hear Cam Newton, what do you think of? I think of loser who won't dive on a football on the world's biggest stage.
Yeah, and celebrating when they're down by 28.
Yeah, he's a loser.
You know, and that's why the Patriots suck last year.
And that's why I'm taking the Buccaneers this week. It's 10 points. Give me the Bucks.
Yeah, I also am taking the Buccaneers. 10 points. Brady's pissed. It's that time of year. They have a lot of injuries down there in Tampa Bay, though.
Mike Evans is banged up right now. Chris Godwin's out. Antonio Brown's limited on practice. And then Leonard Fournette. Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's huge. That's massive.
Yeah, they signed Le'Veon Bell. So,
ding, ding, ding. I think Ronald Jones will have a big game. Ronald Jones has been running better as of late with his small amounts of carries.
Yeah.
To start the year, he was good, and then he became terrible. Leonard Fournette just took the job, and now it seems like he's doing a little bit better. So, I don't know. I think Brady's going to –
You see what they're trying to do with Keyshawn Vaughn? Is that his name?
No.
Last week, he sucks. He was like their second-round pick last year. Excuse me. He sucks.
Yeah.
He gets the ball and just immediately goes down. He's not good.
It's like Lawrence Maroney.
Yeah, no, Maroney would sit in the fucking thing and just jump back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Meanwhile, there's a lane open for him. He's right off the line, man. He just didn't take it.
It's crazy.
He was a bum.
I mean, and this is the thing is too, is that I've got a lot of losses based off of the spreads because the spread right now it's 10. They'll end up winning by 9. I just in good conscience can't put any faith in the Panthers.
No.
They got their doors blown off by the Bills, and I don't really believe in the Bills that much either. So, even
when they play the Bills?
The Panthers played the Bills last week.
No, the Buccaneers played the Bills last week.
No, the Buccaneers played the Bills 2 weeks ago.
Off a week?
You're off a week.
Huh.
It's okay.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 31-14 Buffalo.
COVID brain. Oh, COVID brain.
I've been in this house for 2 weeks. I don't know what's going on there.
Reality's weird when you're out for 2 weeks. What happened?
Yeah, nuts. But, moving on. We got the Rams 3.5-point favorites against the Minnesota Vikings. Dalvin Cook went on the Corona list today.
Yeah.
It's like he's not going to play.
The chances of him playing are very limited.
Yeah. But Minnesota has Madison, and he's one of the better backups in the league. He's a starter on a lot of teams. He was on our team,
Yo, for sure.
So that's kind of like, Cook's better than Madison, but you're not falling too far off there.
No, it's like 1A and then like 2A. You know what I mean? It's really not a big drop. It's not bad.
No. The Rams, they did good last week, didn't they? The Rams beat the Seahawks 20-10. What a boring game that was.
Yeah.
So I can never bet on the Vikings. I'm gonna go Rams here.
Yeah. Well, how much is the spread?
3.5. So it's field goal doesn't win it.
That's a Viking spread. That's a Viking spread. It is.
Yeah.
All year.
Mm-hmm.
3.5, 4.5, 2.5. If you look back on it, that's how every spread is. It's maddening.
Yeah.
I don't think the Vikings ever cover, if I'm not mistaken, on our statistics that we have.
I have the numbers for that right here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we went over before. And the Vikings very rarely ever cover the spread.
8 times this year.
They covered 8 times.
Yeah, which is better than a lot of other teams.
It's more than I thought. Well, it's because it's a 3.5 thing.
Yeah.
I fucking hate picking. Every week I hate picking the Vikings game.
Me too.
I never get it right. Give me the Rams.
Okay.
But I don't feel confident at all.
No, it's a tough game.
The Vikings have so much talent on offense.
Cam Akers is back for the Rams.
Is he? I said that last week, and you guys laughed at me. Is it true now?
It's true now.
It's true now. What did you last week? I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, well, he didn't come in last week, so that's why it was ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, the thing, too, is that there was a report on Sleeper about Cam Akers coming back last week. It popped up. It said week 15. Which week are we in now? 16?
16, yeah.
Right. It said week 15, Cam Akers not looking to return week 15. I was like, oh, wow, look at that. It's crazy. I went back after the show to find that article. It does not exist.
Mandela effect.
It does not exist. Not only that, Bill, I was at work that same day, and I was reading Yahoo News. I was talking to my buddy Jake, and I was like, hey, you see Tiger Woods got in another car accident? And I was like, what the fuck? Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods, another car accident. He hurt his legs again. I was like, this is ridiculous. I can't believe it was on Yahoo News, front page right there. And then we didn't think nothing of it. He went home. He tried looking it up. He was like, what the hell? He came back to work. He's like, where'd you find that? Because I was literally reading off the front page of Yahoo on the news on my phone. Yahoo posted it twice a year later or something like that. He didn't get in another car accident. They just reposted it.
He was in the news for him and his son.
Yeah, and he was returning to play after the car accident. It's just the misinformation and the confusion caused by this shit is ridiculous.
There's only one media you can rely on. That's KTD Sports.
That's KTD. Because when we make a mistake, we brush over it.
Yeah. Or we laugh at it.
Exactly.
All right, let's move on from that one. This one here, we got the I almost said San Diego with the Los Angeles Chargers, 10-point favorites to play against at Houston, play the Texans. Justin Herbert starting the Pro Bowl for the AFC.
Seems that seems deserved for the AFC because who else has been better than him in the AFC? A lot of terrible quarterback playing in the AFC.
the two other quarterbacks are Mahomes and Lamar Jackson.
Interesting. I would honestly put, based off of just statistics alone, I'd put Mac Jones in the same. I would put him right there as far as completion percentage, QBR, all that kind of stuff. Like, how do you base a quarterback? Is it off of passing yards or is it efficiency?
Yeah. Votes.
Good call. On the Houston Texans, their team is being ravaged by COVID right now.
Well, that sucks because they're already terrible. So they're bad.
Yeah, exactly. So
besides Brandon Cooks is good. Everyone else sucks.
I was wrong about Brandon Cooks this year. Remember, Jimmy asked us when we did our fantasy football show in the sleepers. He's like, "What about Brandon Cooks?" I was like, "What about Brandon Cooks?"
Yeah. Who's throwing the ball?
You mean Dalvin Cook? Like, no, yeah. Brandon Cooks. Yeah, I was wrong about him. Give me not the Texans. Give me the Las Vegas Superchargers.
The Los Angeles Chargers.
Whatever.
I also took the Chargers. I'm not putting Texans. I don't care how many points it is. Give me the Chargers.
Yeah.
You know?
They're going to be destroyed by – so before we signed on to record this, I just saw a thing saying, like, Houston is being ravaged by – I think it's like 6 new players on the COVID list today.
Really?
That affects your depth. You know what I mean? You get practice players called up and shit. That's a bad scene.
Yeah, that's not good. Not good. But all right, let's move on from that one. We got the Ravens on the road in Cincinnati to play the Bengals. Bengals are favored by 3 points.
Interesting. Well, the Ravens will lose by at least 2. No, they'll lose by at least 2. It'll be tied. You know what I mean? For one. No matter what. Yeah.
They're gonna have the same situation. They're gonna have Tyler Huntley's gonna lead the Ravens down, potentially gonna tie the game, going to overtime, but non-John Harbaugh's watch.
No, non-John Harbaugh.
And do the same stupid play to Mark Andrews and screw it all up. And then, dude, the Ravens, that's potentially 2 wins, which is huge. That Harbaugh will cost the Ravens this year. 2 wins.
In that division too, they're all tight.
So tight.
It's crazy.
So tight. Like if the Browns won last week, right? Mm-hmm. To beat the who the hell they played, they would have been in first place in the NFC North. NFC North. Instead, they're in last place because they lost that game.
It's crazy because the Steelers. Right now, the Steelers are trending up. The Browns are trending middle. The Ravens are trending down, but could be going up. And the Bengals are a complete mystery. They're up, but they lose, and they win, and they lose. It's very fun. It's a great division. I think Huntley's going to be the quarterback again this week.
Yeah.
We were just talking about him. Lamar Jackson has missed – I think he's missed every single practice since injuring his ankle 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. So – and I think they feel confident enough. I think they have confidence enough that they're going to get in the playoffs. They're going to save Lamar Jackson for that. I think that's kind of like the whole thought process with Huntley. Mm-hmm. So give me because I think Joe. It's so fucking hard because it's like what's going on with COVID. You know what I mean with the Bengals. I don't know. Give me. I don't know. I don't know who to pick.
It's just tough because the spread is 3 for the Bengals. Bengals got 1 by 3. So. I'm going to go Ravens.
Yeah.
I believe in Huntley, and I believe they're going to lose by 1 or 2 points because Harbaugh going to screw up the end. So that leaves me with the Ravens.
So you got Ravens, and the Bengals are favored right now?
Bengals are favored by 3.
All right, I'm looking up real quick. So yeah, everyone seems to be pretty healthy on the Bengals. Give me the Bengals.
Okay.
Yeah, give me the Bengals.
That's our first one. We're different.
It's a tough one. That one's a tough one.
No, I thought with Bengals too. It's just
no, it is. I want the Bengals to win. I want them to win. So my default is who do I want to root for? Is the Bengals.
Yeah. See, I don't really like the Ravens, but I want to see Tyler Huntley be a good quarterback. Me
too, and he could do that and still lose. You know what I mean? So it's like
that's true, but with the Ravens going to lose, it's going to be by more than. But it's going to be less than 3.
Less than 3. Yeah, I know. It's fucking crazy. If that happens again, what a terrible coaching decision. Like, why you have no faith in your defense to get a stop? Like,
yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you're going to go overtime.
Yeah.
You're just gonna go to overtime. It's not like I don't know.
Like if you go for it on fourth down,
touchdown, you win. You don't even worry about two.
But on the flip side, is if he did it twice and got it correct each time, like they went for two and they won, they went for two and they won, it'd be like, oh, he's fucking, you know what I mean? But it's not. So you suck. Bad call.
Especially if Justin Tucker, he's not going to miss it. It's not like you're worrying about that. You know.
No, yeah, that's a guarantee.
Stupid.
All right.
Yeah. Next, let's move on there. We got the Eagles at home, 10-point favorites against the Giants. No Danny Dimes. Who's starting? Is it? It's not Fromm. Is it Fromm or is it
It's either Fromm or Glennon. It's either Glennon or Fromm.
Okay. Eagles.
I don't think it matters.
Jalen Hurts played good last week. He ran for 2 touchdowns, knocked me right out of the playoffs in my fantasy.
Yeah, he's explosive.
Yeah. So with that being said, I am going to go with the Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to smash them.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if with the Giants, they do play good teams tough. They will show up. Their defense does show up occasionally. You know what I mean?
They're packed in at this point.
That was what I was going to say. They're at the point now where there's no chance they can win their shitty division. You know what I mean? Like their quarterback's gone. They even said they want to bring Danny Dimes back next year. They want him back. Like, no.
They shouldn't.
Well, maybe
if they do, that means you have to draft a quarterback, though. They need to draft a quarterback in the first round. And then just have Danny Dimes just there as a placeholder until that guy's ready. Whether it's a guy from Ole Miss or whoever. But
I'm taking Danny Dimes and I'm taking my draft pick and I'm sending it. I'll take Deshaun Watson, please. You know what I mean?
You're saying trade Danny Dimes and that first round pick?
Yeah.
For Deshaun Watson?
Yeah.
Oh.
But that's the only I can think of is if you want to keep Daniel Jones under your control.
The reason I say that is because Deshaun Watson's price tag is going to be, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing, I don't think that I think a second or a third can get you Deshaun Watson because there's no guarantee. I guess it depends how his court stuff plays out, but
yeah.
I mean, you trade your first round pick, you trade a starting quarterback, you get a guy that's on the commissioner's exempt list.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's not worth it for me to do that.
In my mind.
But
if
you
it
do that,
does,
you can package yours up and go get Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Or
Aaron Rodgers.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't have to trade though. Either sign him.
Well, I think you could still. I think Aaron Rodgers is still but however they did it, Aaron Rodgers is still under Packer control next year, or something. It's something weird. Like he didn't sign a 1 year. I think
it's maybe a player option, but I think Rodgers can go wherever he wants.
I think maybe that is the case. Cause I thought it was he could be traded. I don't know. I forget. I don't know if he's a free agent though. I think for some reason I feel like he's still not a free agent, but he has control over his destination.
He's definitely a free agent.
Is he definitely a free agent?
You have a computer.
Want me to look it up?
Yeah.
All right, pull up my phone real quick while we're talking. But yeah, give me the Eagles, and I kind of wish Gardner Minshew would be given another shot. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm going to now.
I'm big on Minshew.
I like Minshew too, but then after Hurts played too good last week that they're going to stick with Hurts.
I know, it's too bad. I mean, not that it's too bad, but what a great situation to have. Gardner Minshew may be the best backup quarterback in the league.
Could be. You see, the coach is out with COVID. The Eagles. Sirianni. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
He is. Yeah.
Now, I wonder. It's too bad they can't figure out a way. If your coach has COVID, whatever. Who cares? Why can't he just zoom in? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Be at home or
be in a box, like a COVID-free box. You know what I mean?
I guess they wouldn't want you in the building.
But you could figure out a way. It's not like, you know what I mean. By in the pandemic. By now, we're like 2 years in, right? It's something crazy. We can't figure out a way. The NFL, $1 million, $1 billion. You know what I mean? No.
No, they're not good. They keep. There's not. There'd be too much of an uproar if that guy came in the building, because I don't know. You know the world we live in.
So this says Rodgers agreed to a deal in 2018, but the new contract terms didn't kick in until 2020. So there were 3 years left on Rodgers' contract, including the 2021 season. However, the deal is now a year shorter.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. I don't understand it.
I don't really understand.
Whatever.
Unless they must have restructured it or something.
Yeah.
I don't
Do you
know.
think do you think there's a chance Rodgers stays in Green Bay after everything is said and done?
Nope.
You don't think so?
Nope. He's gone.
Devontae Adams is a free agent after this year too.
Yeah, they'll both be in Denver next year.
I cannot wait. Wherever they're going to be a package deal. You know?
Yeah.
They go down to New Orleans. Like, you imagine that? Like, hey, we got a chance to, like, if we didn't have Mac Jones and stuff like that, have good things going for the Patriots, like, whatever, we have a thing going. But if we had nothing, I would just the thought of getting a number one wide receiver and the number one quarterback, potentially back-to-back MVP as your quarterback.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Pretty good.
It's really good. It's unheard of. It's like Brady bringing Gronkowski to the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
You know, it's very similar.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So we both got the Eagles there. Moving on, we got the Lions on the road in Atlanta. Play the Falcons. Falcons are 6-point favorites.
They shouldn't be.
You taking the Lions?
Give me the Lions. Lions are playing teams tough right now. They are playing teams tough.
I agree. I'm also taking the Lions.
Yeah, I messed up by not taking the Lions last week. I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
I root for the Lions. Who doesn't root for the Lions? Yeah.
Falcons.
Okay, Kyle Pitts, one of the most underwhelming rookies.
Wrong. Completely wrong.
How?
Look at his numbers. He is the best tight end rookie season of all time.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
Well, I can see that because I know tight ends have a tough.
His expectations were so high. Everyone thought he was going to come in like Gronk. He's had a pretty not bad season this year.
I could see that. In my mind, I expect the Jamar Chase like receiving ability. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A Jalen Waddle-esque, you know what I mean? Like he's supposed to be like a premier wide receiver at the tight end position.
Yeah, but he's a rookie. He's got Matt Ryan to ball. Yeah, he's having a good year. He really is.
I have him on my fantasy team, and it doesn't feel like it.
I know what you mean. But what tight end is having a good year besides Kelsey?
Mark Andrews,
as of late.
Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz is not consistent.
No, he's not. Trying to think of another tight end that's having a good year. Oh, Schultz from the Cowboys.
I'm sure there's a few other guys too, but Kittle was hurt most of the year.
Yeah, he's playing well now. Darren Waller, gone.
So the tight ends, and Hawkinson started off hot, and he ended up getting injured and shit. So he's probably a top 5 tight end this year. Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts, you think so? Probably. I bet you if you look it up, he's probably sneakily up there. He's consistently giving you 7 fantasy points a game, whatever.
Yeah, you know what is though having a pretty good fantasy year, overall year for the Falcons is Russell Gage.
Yeah.
He gets the ball a lot. He gets a lot of targets.
Cordell Patterson. If Cordell Patterson wasn't on that team, it'd be crazy. Yeah,
they wouldn't win any games. Ever.
They wouldn't. He single-handedly won like I don't know how many games they won, but it's only when he does well do they win. So it's crazy. Yeah,
Mike Davis has been a bomb.
Mike Davis sucks. The worst free agent signing of the year was Mike Davis.
Yeah, bomb.
Sucks.
I knew he'd be too. I remember everyone was telling me I was happy about Mike Davis. He's a bomb. He always has been a bomb, and he always will be a bomb.
It was value though. It was like, who else is going to be the running back there? You know what I mean? Fucking Cordell Patterson.
The receiver will be. The receiver that's been terrible in his career. He'll be
that kick returner that's kind of washed up, like the journeyman kick returner? Yeah, he'll be your starting running back. I would have never thought.
No. It's been crazy. But, so we both got the Lions there. Next, we got a pick'em game in our hands. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars against the New York Jets. Pick'em. The Jets are at home.
Give me Jets.
That's a good pick. I want to take the Jets too. I'm going to take them. What the hell's the name of their quarterback? John Blank.
Zach Wilson.
Jack Wilson. He's been playing better.
Yes.
It's just the rest of the team sucks.
Elijah Moore. Yeah. What are you gonna say?
Corey Davis is hurt. Elijah Moore's hurt.
Yeah.
Michael Carter's been hurt most of the year. Yeah.
It's too bad
But,
too. I guess it's good though that they suck, because then they're in the rebuilding process. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not gonna take a quarterback this year. They're gonna go with hopefully a offensive line or defensive player.
Yeah, you don't. If they go skill position in the first round, I'm done. I'm done again with the Jets. Stop.
They don't need to.
No.
No.
But then the Cowboys.
You need a fucking left tackle.
Big time. You need to protect your quarterback because he's running for his life. And I thought he was going to be a bust, but the more I watch Zach Wilson, it's like my friend, Eric, we do fantasy football together. He was saying that he looks at Zach Wilson like the first year Josh Allen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just running around, zinging the ball around, very inaccurate, got a cannon, you know what I mean? And then they kind of built stuff around him, and now he's a good quarterback.
Yeah. Yep. So that's why I need to protect him. Because knowing that he's your number 2 pick in the draft, I mean, you got some stock in him.
He's the future.
Keep him on your feet, even though he might suck, but we'll see. And the Jaguars are just fucking dumpster fire. We thought they were gonna have a little bit of little thing going there, like the win in spite, but no. Yeah. They suck.
Turns out it wasn't Urban Meyer's fault.
Yes, it was, but I mean,
nope, it wasn't his fault at all.
No, they're still dealing with Urban Meyer left behind.
Urban Meyer, he got a raw deal.
No, he did not.
He didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, he did.
He did everything wrong. He did literally everything wrong.
It was a bad hire since day one, though.
Yeah. It's kind of like Nick Saban coming in, coaching the Dolphins.
A little bit different because Nick Saban didn't fuck everything up.
He did. He tried making it better.
Nick Saban didn't. What Nick Saban did wrong was that he wanted Dante Culpepper instead of Drew Brees in that free agency. That's what fucked up everything there.
Yeah.
He didn't like go around kicking the players or all the shit that everybody
hanging out with 18-year-old girls at his bar and grill.
Oh yeah, up in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, he called out every single coach. Who here's a winner? Huh? You're all losers. That's what you are.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
I mean, the coordinators on the team have won Super Bowls and shit. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah. The guy, what's his name? The guy from the Seattle defense. What was his name?
I forget his name, but they also have Eric Bieniemy, who was the Chiefs coordinator for a while when they won the Super Bowl.
Isn't Bieniemy? Isn't he still on? I thought Bieniemy was still on the Chiefs.
No, he's in the Jaguars.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, he won't get a head coaching job because it was passed.
It's passed.
He was involved with that Colorado team that raped the fucking girl kicker. So he's gonna be a coordinator forever.
I'll tell you what, Bill. He shouldn't even be a coordinator if that's true. What the fuck?
Should be in jail.
Oh my god!
You remember when that happened?
Vaguely.
Yeah.
What you just said had everything you said got worse as it went forward. He was part of that Colorado team that raped the girl kicker.
Yeah.
I'm done. I don't even want to talk about this anymore. It's making me feel dirty.
Right, moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on. We got the Bears on the road in Seattle. Seattle's favored by 6.5 points. You got to feel bad for Justin Fields at this point.
We predicted this. Remember, we said the only way Fields is going to fail is because the Bears fuck it up.
Yep, exactly.
What happened?
Exactly. Justin Fields was crying in the game last week.
No one blames him.
I mean, the Bears are. I mean, how is Matt Nagy still coaching that team?
Not only that, Bill, he was calling plays in that game last week. He was making the play calls, and it was like I was thinking, well, maybe Matt Nagy's got a knack for calling plays. Maybe this is what wrong. It was like the worst game plan ever. Like
the Bears would get the ball right because I'm watching because I got David Montgomery and I got Darnell Mooney. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, fucking, I'm interested in this game. The Bears get the ball immediately 3-0.
Yep, I watched the same game.
And then towards the end of the game, they kind of put Justin Fields in like a 2-minute offense, it seemed like, and he was playing good.
Yeah.
And then they slowed down from that 2-minute offense to the standard offense again. It's 3 and outs.
Yeah. You got to play up tempo with Justin Fields. You got to let him be.
That's the kind of player he is.
Yeah.
And so is it Montgomery, and so is it Mooney.
Mm-hmm.
That's your 3 best players.
Not only that, Allen Robinson has been non-existent this year. He's a Pro Bowl wide receiver, perennial Pro Bowl receiver. You know what I mean? Matt Nagy has ruined him. You got Khalil Herbert. We're talking about good backup running backs. Potentially one of the best backup running backs. We seen what he did when Montgomery was hurt. Khalil Herbert was unstoppable. Yeah. And what you don't use any of them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm done. I feel so bad for the Bears. Pat, our friend Pat. I understand now.
Yeah, that's why he bought Buccaneers season tickets.
The best decision he's made.
I know.
Crazy. So give me whoever's be playing the Bears. Is it Seattle? You said? Yeah, give me the Seahawks.
I'm right there with you. You can't take the Bears. The Seahawks. I mean, the Seahawks aren't great either.
No, especially with
Lockett is back. We said, right?
Yeah, I think he got released from protocols. I'll double check though. But like Metcalf has been non-existent.
Disappointment. Complete disappointment.
As soon as they lost Chris Carson this year, I know that wasn't, but that was the beginning of it all.
It was. Chris Carson's good back.
Great back.
How about seeing all the stuff people have put DK Metcalf on some pedestal before this year?
Yeah.
Like I've seen things people saying he's better than like Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
And like Fitzgerald, and shit like that. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, he had one really, really good year.
No, he's had. I mean, his first 2 years have been good, but
but last year he was phenomenal. You know what I mean? Like he was. But the way he's built, he's built
there pranking shit and fucking stop really. You know what the problem is? So these new diva receivers, right? We've always seen diva receivers from Randy Moss to even Antonio Brown and
Ocho Cinco.
Joe Horn. T.O. a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
These new diva receivers are fucking bitches.
Yes.
They are the softest humans I've ever seen. The TikTok receivers, the TikTok divas.
Yeah.
They're Juju Smith, Claypool, DK Metcalf. They just get them out of the league. They're not talking.
Complete bitches. They're complete bitches.
Yeah.
And then you get on the other side of it, you get like the the cornerbacks, like the new cornerbacks that are coming in. I fucking love them. You know what I mean? Yeah, like usually they're tough. They don't take no shit, and that's why they dominate these wide receivers. It's because they're so, like you said, they're so soft. Patrick, what's his name? Jalen Ramsey gets in your face, starts calling you a bunch of names, and you just shut down.
Yeah, he's shut down. That's what
gone.
Jalen Ramsey, right? So you look at the projectile of like cornerbacks in the past. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He is already past the point where they usually fall off. There's only been a few, like Tyler Lott and Champ Bailey and stuff that have been consistently good after that.
Darrelle Revis is one of them.
Yeah, but then he hit a wall and he fell off.
Yeah, but he was
off. Richard Sherman's fallen off. But what Jalen Ramsey has is he gets in their head.
Yeah.
And that's always been his game. But now you got these soft ass receivers, you get in their head and they're just like, they don't want to show you up. They fucking curl down, and they you know what I mean? They turtle.
Bill, the closest comparison I can make to like the wide receivers nowadays, the new young wide receivers coming into the league, are basically like similar to NBA players.
Yes, coddled.
They're a bunch of Jason Tatums running around. You know what I mean? They're all your friends. You don't want to go after them. Like as soon as someone gets in your face, you shut down. Like you'll dunk over like a really like a practice squad player. But as soon as the same with the wide receivers, as soon as someone gets in their face, I hate it. I hate it.
That's why. Do you know who I like? Speaking of NBA, who I like, who's a young player, who's Edwards on Minnesota.
Anthony Edwards. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, beast.
He'll jam on anybody. He'll get in their face.
He's the kind of guy you say something to him and he gets mad, and then he's gonna like come back and do. He's like one of the few young guys that's like that.
Yeah, we were talking about this before. Like, who would you want to have that's old, kind of like old style like that? You know what I mean? Like talk shit. Remember Paul Pierce talking shit to fucking
Al Harrington.
Yeah, then hitting the three,
Down. Yeah, pops up, hits it. That was great.
talking shit in their fucking face. You don't get
Yeah.
that anymore. But you do with Anthony Edwards. You do with Jimmy Butler. Like there is some people like that, but it's very few.
Yeah, that's what we got into it the other night.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Love it.
You know?
Love that shit.
But yeah, so DK Metcalf's soft. That's why.
Yeah. Soft. And
Yeah.
if Russell Wilson leaves Seattle, DK Metcalf never be the same.
No. If Russell Wilson leaves, the Seahawks are drafting top 4 every year.
Yeah. I heard something that was like, who thinks going to leave first, Russell Wilson or Pete Carroll? And it was kind of like, they made the argument saying Pete Carroll's been kind of like, he's been very shitty as a coach the last like 5-6 years. You know what I mean? After the Legion of Boom, and after that, it's been just trash.
He's been living on that.
Mm-hmm.
But we know that when he coached the Patriots, he wasn't even good.
No, and the thing too is that the conference is caught up with him too. Like the Niners, the Cardinals, like the Rams, like it's a tough conference. You can't be average in that conference. You're gonna end up in third place.
Average last.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think they're both going to be gone. I think in the next 3 years, the Seattle Seahawks will not look the same. There'll be a different coach. There'll be a different quarterback.
I agree.
So see what happens.
Yep. And all right, so moving on, both to Seattle there. Next, we're the Broncos, favored by 1 in Vegas to play the Raiders. That one's it's a weird game.
That's a shitty one.
It's a shitty one. It might as well be a pick'em game.
Yeah.
And the Raiders beat the Browns last week on Tuesday. But was that Tuesday or that was Monday? Monday.
Yeah, I can't remember. And the Broncos won.
They went against Nick Mullins for the Browns. Nick Mullins probably the best third string quarterback in the league, by the way.
Potentially.
He's good. Like he didn't play that great and everything, but I mean, consistently play. I've always said that about Mullins. He's a good quarterback, just doesn't get the opportunity. He's
an NFL caliber quarterback, but he's not an NFL starter. You know what I mean? Like he looks like he belongs on the field as a quarterback. When you watch him, you go, "Oh, okay, I could see why." Like he doesn't you want him as your third string. He's not like out there running on his hair on fire, but he's not making accurate passes. You know what I mean? I can see why he's in the league still. You know what I mean? Like I get it.
Yeah.
And the Broncos, they won last week. Am I mistaken?
I could check out Teddy Bridgewater. Got his head taken off.
That's right. He got carted off the field.
Yeah, let's see. Let me find the Broncos here. No, Cincinnati won 15-10.
Cincinnati won 15-10. Oh, yeah, that was a big there was like 5 field goals.
Yeah.
Something crazy. Yeah, I had that kicker going. I was very happy with it. That's not good.
No.
I'm gonna check real quick and see if the Denver Broncos have a quarterback injury report before we make it.
Drew Lock's starting.
Oh yeah, so okay, so Drew Lock starting. Okay, so what's the game? Is the Broncos versus the Raiders?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, what a shitty game! I don't even want to wait. The 1-point Bronco favorite, right? You know what? Give me. There's no Darren Waller again. Darren Waller, he should be on the IR right now. He's not though. For some reason, he's not on the IR. He should be though.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. He hasn't played in like 4 weeks. Give me the Broncos.
Okay. I was gonna say the Broncos also.
Because Drew Lock's playing for his like job again. You know what I mean? He's got a lot of game.
And the Raiders showed me last week that they just suck. So I'm not going with the Raiders. Broncos suck too, but I think they suck less.
Yeah.
They have better players. Like the talent's better than Denver.
Way better.
They put it together, but talent's better.
I can't wait to see what the Broncos do because the Broncos, they're going to go for a quarterback this year. They're not going to sit with Bridgewater. They're not going to, know.
Elway doesn't – Bridgewater was a bridge quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were waiting for this big offseason with potentially Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson. This is what they wanted. One of those. I don't think
Elway is like the president anymore, like the GM.
No, he's still calling shots there.
He's in the background, right? So yeah, I agree. I just want to make Branch to the point, but yeah, I think they're gonna what they did with Peyton Manning. You know what I mean? Like I think they're gonna make a big run for Aaron Rodgers. I think
so too.
Yeah, big time. So I can't wait to see what happens when you get Devontae Adams, Jerry Jeudy, and Courtland Sutton on the same offense.
Yeah. And then also got the other receivers there, Tim Patrick and KJ Hamler.
Yeah.
They have Noah Fant. They got some weapons there. Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon. They got players.
Yeah, they got some real guys.
Yeah, so you give them a good quarterback, look out. So I'm taking the Broncos also. Moving on, we got the Chiefs at home favored by 8.5 against the Steelers. The Chiefs may not have Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Huge, especially for my fantasy team that I still have going. I have Travis Kelce. 51 points last week.
Yeah, so this is the only week he showed up. This is the only week.
No, he's been good all year.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, he's been the number one tight end all year.
Yeah, for like a tight, I know, but like if you drafted him in the first round, like I did, like a fucking fool, he hasn't been good enough. He hasn't been good enough. He hasn't. But having said all that, which I have said a little so far, I'm taking the Steelers here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was gonna take the Steelers even before the COVID shit started popping up.
Yeah.
I think this is a big Steeler game.
I think so too. I think I was gonna say Steelers too. I think it's like almost like a trap game for the Chiefs.
Written all over it, doesn't it?
Yeah. And the 8.5 points that the Chiefs do win, it's not gonna be about 8.5 points.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's gonna be a tough grinded out. TJ Watt, he got a little banged up last week, but he's gonna play, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna be a fucking brawl, So and honestly, I think Patrick Mahomes, it sounds crazy, but I feel like Patrick Mahomes would do better if Hill and Kelce both missed this game. I think it would be better for him. If they both miss it.
Mahomes has never played a game that didn't have either Tyreek Hill or Travis Kelce.
I think it'd be good for him because he's so reliant on them to make crazy plays. It'd be good to see. Remember when Brady had no one to throw to, but he threw to everybody, and you couldn't stop them because you didn't know who to cover. It'd be 8 passes, 8 different receivers, 8 first downs. You're like, oh my God, how do we stop this? But the Chiefs' offense is even though it's very explosive, it's very predictable. You know what I mean? It's exactly like it's very dominant tight end, very dominant tight end, wide receiver. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire has been trash all year. You know what I mean? They've had no running game. I think it'd be good to see Patrick Mahomes rely on fucking Mecole Hardman or Josh Gordon. Like, what can you do?
It's gonna show a lot about Mahomes.
It will, and I think that's good for him.
Because Mahomes looks for, like you said, Hill and Kelce every single play.
Yep.
Every passing play, it's one of those two guys.
He's looking there, and then he's scrambling around and throwing some crazy throw.
Yeah, so if he doesn't have them, we'll see. We're going to learn a lot about Mahomes this week.
Yeah, big time. So give me the Steelers. I think I honestly, I'm in the camp that the Steelers might even win. Like I don't know why.
And let's not forget what we talked about all year long. Jackson Mahomes cursed the Chiefs.
Never forget the curse.
It's going to start working itself out towards this end of the year.
Yeah, this is a big game. This is a huge game. Chiefs are number 1 in the AFC right now. They could lose first place, drop down into the rest of the bunch.
Yeah.
There's a lot riding on this game.
How many games are they above Los Angeles Chargers?
I think I can tell you right now, but I think they're like 2 games above it, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. But actually, it must be the second because the Raiders and the Broncos. Yeah. Yeah, well, you look that up. The next game here. We got the Washington football team on the road, play in Dallas for the Cowboys. Cowboys are 10.5-point favorites.
Yeah, is Heineke playing?
I do not know.
And I'm looking that up right now for you, by the way. Kansas City, they are 10-4. Chargers are 8-6. So, yeah, it's a 2-point. Yeah. Give me the Cowboys.
Yep. I'm right there with you with the Cowboys and that too. And that's because the Cowboys have been the best team against the spread this whole year long.
Have they?
Yep. I got the numbers right here. I tell you. Cowboys. Oh, keep going the wrong way. Cowboys are 11-4 this year.
Spread?
Yeah. Which is the best. Cool. The next best is looks like the Patriots. Yeah.
Nice.
And
so give me the Cowboys.
Patriots, 49ers, Lions, and Cardinals are next. Lions.
Don't sleep on the Lions.
9 wins against the spread this year. The Lions.
Yeah. That says a lot about a team too. Like when you look at a team, not to get off topic, but when you look at the Lions and what they're doing right now, they're not winning a lot of games, but they're playing hard.
Yeah, they keep them close.
They're creating a culture, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what
You say if you say nothing else about Dan Campbell, you can say that he's making a culture there in Detroit. Amon St. Brown's playing better.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And you have the young guys. You have Hawkinson, like, for the future, and you have Swift. You know what I mean? And got a couple more pieces there. They got Penei Sewell on the offensive line.
Yeah, he's been playing very well. And then you got Jared Goff, who is like, but you know, Jared Goff's he's better than Teddy Bridgewater at this point. You know what I mean? So he's better than a bridge quarterback. He's gonna be a journeyman quarterback. But like, you keep him around. You know what I mean? You put some talent around him. You could win some games. You know?
Yeah, he win the Super Bowl, but I don't see Goff may be there next year, but he's not the answer. The next 5 years, he'll be.
Yeah. You know. But who knows with Goff?
They'll probably draft two. The Lions are in position to draft a quarterback early in the draft. And there's a few good guys this year.
I don't know anything about it. I have to wait till they kick a touchdown draft spectacular before I get informed on that.
Yeah. But
I'm not on it.
It might be on their big board. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the quarterback out of Pitt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he might be I could see him going to Detroit. Playing good there.
Yeah.
But so we both took the Cowboys here against Washington. So we have one more game, Monday Night Football. We got the Dolphins, 1.5-point favorites against Ian Book and the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take the Dolphins here. The Saints don't have a chance.
Yeah. I mean, you got your third. What is it now? Is it his fourth string quarterback? Because it was Winston.
So Winston, Hill,
Simeon.
And now
so I mean, he might be the best fourth string quarterback in the league, but he's
he's a rookie at Notre Dame. You know, it's like,
oh man, I didn't know that. Miss Eby would be pumped about that. Give me the Dolphins. It's gonna be a big Alvin Kamara game. I don't know why the team. What's that?
How did the Dolphins do last week?
The Dolphins won. They beat the Jets. They continued their winning streak to 6 games, I believe it is.
Yeah, the Jets covered, but the Dolphins won the game.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Remember I was saying that I wouldn't be shocked if the Jets won that game. The Jets were in that game the entire way. Mm-hmm. It was not until the fourth quarter. Obviously, they didn't cover, so it was a close game. But like the Dolphins have been playing they're playing good enough to win, but they're beating bad teams.
Yeah, but you play who you play. You know,
you play. Yeah, no, you play who you play, and it's just funny because I wouldn't be shocked if the Saints don't beat the Dolphins here, because the Dolphins aren't a good team. You know what I mean? But the Saints, if the Saints had any other quarterback playing, I'd pick the Saints.
Yeah, if Taysom Hill was playing.
If Taysom Hill, even if Travis Simeon, honestly, if Simeon was playing, I would have picked the Saints.
Yeah, Simeon's not bad.
No, he's not, and I don't believe in the Dolphins. Not one bit.
No, Parker's back. Devontae Parker had a touchdown last week.
Yeah, he played good. He was great for a stash. If you were smart about fantasy and you saw Parker on the IR and you picked him up, stashed him, he's going to be great for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. So, we could backtrack. We could do a Thursday night game. This is recorded on Thursday, but we can want to do a Thursday game?
Yeah, if people are still watching, good for you. We're picking in the past.
This video is moving along. We got a good pace, right?
Yeah.
So, this is actually a good game tonight. We got the 49ers, 3-point favorites on the road in Tennessee. Play Titans. And I'm going to go ahead and take the 49ers. They're 49ers, I think, are legitimate.
Yeah. It's all because of Debo.
All because of Debo.
Yep.
Because of Debo.
No other player that matters.
What's that?
Besides him and Kittle, there's no other. They're like the most important players on one team right now. Like without Debo, the 49ers are nothing.
Definitely. And Debo, we talked about him in the preseason sleeper show.
Yeah.
We had Debo. I think did I have him as a number 1 sleeper? I had him up there.
Yeah, you had him as a number 1 wide receiver sleeper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then you also had, what's his name, too? You had Mooney, and you also had Pittman.
Yeah.
But because Debo was getting picked after Ayuk.
Yeah, which is crazy. And Ayuk got dropped on a lot of leagues.
Yeah.
I picked him up, and he did good for me at the end, second half of the year.
Yeah.
Blew it in the fucking playoffs for me, though, the bum.
Yeah, not good.
4 points, son.
4 points?
Yeah, it sucked.
I had Tom Brady give me 9 points total.
Jesus.
9
Yeah.
points total, Bill. It was
Tough.
I had the worst week you could ever look at. And I was still in every matchup, but it was just kind of like, because all my teams are great because I'm good at what I do. You know what I mean? Except for kicking touchdowns. I took Travis Kelce. That fucked everything up. But all my teams underperformed this past week because of COVID and because it was just like fucking like if you had Gronkowski, he had like 11 targets.
Yeah.
He had 11 targets. He had 2 receptions.
Huh.
Like, you know what I mean? I had Chris Godwin. He always doing well, but then he gets his
early in the game, early on.
Yeah, well, he was my starter before he got hurt, so I'm fucked. You know what I mean? Like, but give me the 49ers. What's that? Yeah, give me the 49ers. AJ Brown, I think, he's off of the IR.
Yeah, he is.
AJ Brown's playing.
Is Julio playing too?
Yeah, but who cares? Julio Jones is like the AJ Green of the Titans. Like, who the fuck cares?
Where we drafted the same round.
Crazy, isn't it?
First round, yeah.
There was
a debate. Who was the best receiver coming out, AJ Green or Julio Jones?
Yeah.
And
now
the Falcons traded way up about Julio. Ended up being good for them because he's a Hall of Fame. You know what I mean?
100%. 100%. Julio Jones, remember the Super Bowl? Remember the Super Bowl catch?
I was thinking that. He almost won the Falcons at Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Like the toe drag.
Do you remember what happened? He made that great catch, right? We got his toes in.
Yeah.
And then there was like penalty.
Pushed
back.
Right back.
The Falcons way out of field goal. If they kicked that field goal, they would have won the Super Bowl.
I know. It's crazy because Matt Ryan it wasn't even just that too. Matt Ryan kept calling passing plays.
Passing plays and stopping the clock.
Yeah. Doing everything wrong. And then there was even another one. So they moved out of field goal range. And then the other one was, I think it was a Hightower, got the strip sack.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, it was the same situation where it's like, just stay in field goal range. And he was like, no, am I going to stay and also don't get sacked. He's like, no, am I going to get sacked? I'm going to fucking fumble. I'm going to roll this ball backwards.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It was MVP.
So yeah, Patriots. What was that? He was MVP?
He was MVP that season.
Yeah, he's fucking suck. He's never been the same. The Patriots, when they beat you, there's no coming back. Like even like except for the Chiefs. The Chiefs are the only team that the Patriots beat going to the Super Bowl that hung around. You know what I mean?
No, I mean back in the day, the Colts and the Ravens were good. All Steelers were always good.
Yeah, well, they were pretty, but more recently, like when the Patriots beat like the Eagles. What did we beat the Eagles? No, we lost the Eagles.
They're not gonna beat us. What do you mean? The Eagles beat us.
Yeah, my bad. Who am I thinking of? The Seahawks and then the Rams. Oh, the Rams. The Rams never been the same. The Falcons have never been the same. I don't know. Maybe it's the NFC.
Yeah, it's the NFC.
I'm hoping the same thing happens to the Bills. We just beat the Bills so bad this week that they're just never the same. And potentially that is what could happen here.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the Patriots win, the Bills might get knocked out of the playoffs.
The Bills are fragile.
Dolphins might take their spot.
They could. There's a lot of teams that could take their spot. There's a lot of teams right on that cusp of being in.
It's like the Colts, the entire AFC North, the fucking Dolphins. Like
the Titans, Ravens. Like I know they're like leading divisions. Well, the Ravens aren't leading the division anymore, so the Ravens are there.
Yeah, you know the Steelers are there.
Steelers are there. The Browns are even there. Bengals are there.
I'm gonna look it up right now. So right now, because from the 6th slot down, well, let's say from the 5th. So the Bengals are winning their division right now.
Yep.
So then you got the Colts, the Chargers, the Bills, the Ravens, the Steelers, the Raiders at 7-7, the Dolphins at 7-7, the Browns at 7-7, and the Broncos at 7-7.
Yeah.
Like after that, everyone's eliminated.
The Broncos made the playoffs and the Chiefs didn't. I mean, not the Chiefs. Yeah, Bills didn't.
Bill, that's very potentially what could happen here. Because if the Bills lose this week, they go to 8-7, and now they're tied with whoever wins next week with 8-7. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the 7-7.
There's 18 weeks now.
It's crazy. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. The Steelers tied, but there's 5 teams that have 7 wins.
Yeah.
Fucking nuts. I can't wait. This is going to be the best year for playoffs. It's too bad COVID's ruining it, though, because COVID's playing too much of a factor in on these games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks.
No. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all we got. Oh, do you have a lock? You have a lock of the week?
Oh, yeah, lock of the week. Let me look back real quick. I want to do like a ballsy lock of the week, like pick the fucking Steelers, but I don't want to do that. Lock of the week.
I'll give you my lock of the week.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Eagles. 10
Eagles.
points
I was
against
looking at
them.
Yep. I think this is a safe lock of the week. I'm gonna go. I almost went Jets. Fuck it. Give me the Colts.
I was thinking with the Colts too.
Yeah, that's an easy one, I think. But every time all my locks have been missing.
Yeah, luckily. But oh yeah, by the way, let's backtrack. We got hot sauce to talk about.
Yeah.
We got hot sauce to talk about real quick.
Yeah, lost.
So this is 2 weeks in a row. Obviously, been on Zoom, so no one's taking hot sauce. So I think we're gonna be back next week in the studio, in the Joe White studio, and Joe White will be taking hot sauce,
Yeah.
and Devin will be taking hot sauce. And last week, Jimmy came in first place.
Wow.
Jimmy went 8-6. Me, you, and Devin all went 7-7.
Yeah.
And that makes sense. Either way,
My tie.
We all tied.
And, my tiebreaker fucking missed.
Yeah, Jimmy didn't get a lock in, but me and Devin's locks hit, and yours did not.
No surprise there. I always get fucked in the end.
Yeah.
So, it came first or last.
Yeah, and that's right. You've been either first or last every single week except for one this year, and that would be week 5.
Yeah, that wasn't my week. I don't like that.
Yeah, and you were 1 game away from last and 1 game away from first. You were right in the middle.
That's how we fucking roll, Bill.
Yeah, and overall, oh yeah, that cat is unpatriotic.
That cat is a communist cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. Is that LeBron James cat?
What do you say?
Is that LeBron James cat?
What, communist? No, LeBron James is more. Oh, you mean Mao?
No,
Mao? You know who Mao Zedong is?
Is that the leader of China?
Yeah, he was the guy that turned fucking China into communist. Their history lesson. Yeah, so Mao. Communist joke.
Yeah.
Nice one, Bill. There you go. Perfect.
Nice.
Hey, did you watch the Space Jam? Hold on. Did you watch the Space Jam movie?
Not yet.
Okay.
I will.
I want to get your review on that because it's fucking terrible.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
It is the worst movie ever created.
The first one got me to start playing basketball.
Mm-hmm. This one will get you to stop. I guarantee you. I swear to God, it's terrible. I watched the first 3 minutes and I was like, every second got worse than the first. It was just
really.
Yeah, watch it.
I don't know why they just remake movies. Everything's just a remake. Everything. There's nothing new.
That's the generation. Everything's copies now.
Yeah, even the fucking so I can hate on the Gen Z little boys TikTok nerds.
Yeah, you love
everything. That. They just stole the everything from the 90s and style trends and shit like that. There's nothing new. They don't have. There's nothing that defines them except for that they're a bunch of posers.
Perfect. It's the poser generation.
The poser generation. That's all they have.
Well, they say imitation is the highest form of flattery. So they just love our generation.
They're not really copying us. We're more early 2000s. We went to high school in the early 2000s. You know what I mean? So
yes, I guess that. Yeah. Hey, what are you gonna do? Next generation is gonna be even worse, Bill. Then you're gonna sound like an old man.
What do I say?
The next generation, past this shitty generation, is gonna be even worse generation, and I think that's just a cycle of life. Because if you listen to the grandparents, these kids are terrible. You know what I mean? They fought in 2 wars, and we're over here bitching on the computer. They don't respect us, and then we're not gonna respect.
Our generation fought in wars.
We lost wars, but they didn't lose wars.
We didn't lose wars. All right, hold on, man. We didn't lose any wars. Fucking our president lost the war.
You see the way we pull out? We're not doing politics, Bill. We're politics free. We're politics free.
We lost the war. We didn't lose the war.
Hey, listen. Next time we go to a world war, we better win.
Hopefully we have a tougher president that doesn't read end of message at the end of his fucking speech. All right.
This is a no politics show.
It's like fucking what's his name? Man. It's like
this is a no politics show, even though Joe Biden's a terrible president. All right. So let's end this on a high note, and we'll say Patriots are going to win by how many?
13.
You think so?
Yeah.
Honestly, 13 points?
Yeah.
I think they're gonna win by like a field goal or some shit.
Think so?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a close game. But I think the Patriots are gonna look good. I think they're just not gonna be able to convert touchdowns. Like they're gonna
I
get
think it
field goals.
depends how the game starts. If like the Patriots go up early, they're gonna run them out of the building. But if the Bills are able to keep up, step by like obviously it'll be close to keep up. But I think if the Patriots go up early, 10 points up on them early, the Bills are gonna be too frantic to it's gonna be just gonna be airing the ball out and putting Josh Allen in bad positions, basically.
That's what's going to come down to is he going to be put in a bad position? And I think that's what's going to end up happening. Josh Allen will be put in a bad position to try and save the game like he did with the Buccaneers game. And that's not a recipe.
Let's not forget, McDermott, that's the name of the coach, right? McDermott?
Yeah.
He was saying that when the Patriots beat the Bills last time, it had nothing to do with Bill Belichick. Remember he said that?
Yeah,
Bill Belichick didn't.
You didn't forget that?
No.
No. Definitely
Belichick's gonna put the hammer down on him.
I hope so. I hope they rub it in. I hope they 100. Well, Belichick kind of did last time by rubbing it in, by running the ball every fucking time. How disrespectful.
Yeah.
That's terrible. All right. So next week we'll be in the studio as long as Billy doesn't get COVID for the third time.
We'll see.
Fucking. All right.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you guys next time. Y'all be sweet. Peace.